it took a lot of work for them to track it all down. But each one has its own title sheet, and inside of each box, I'll go through what's inside. So you've got reproductions of all the cover art as well for the record. You've got what I think is really one of the most important things is you've got an essay by someone in hip-hop studies about the importance of that record in the history of hip-hop. Yeah, so this scholarly material, and so this is Mark Anthony Neal who did this one. And so this is what I find is really rich about the project too, is all the additional material. There's another essay that comes in the back of a number of the first boxes called Digging Culture, speaking of digging. And that is just about the culture of hip-hop and digging for records in general. And then, so where the amazing work comes is not in every case do you have the lyrics for all the tracks on the hip-hop record, but whether they have them included with the record, and I'm pretty sure that Tribe Called Quest never did that on any of their issues. But you got track listings, and then you got all the lyrics.
Wow.
And so this took so much work, and I think this is one of the things that the interns work on too, is helping to track down a lot of the documentation for each record. And so this is actually, I mean, you think about how fast the words are coming. This is a lengthy part of the documentation, actually. And so then after the lyrics come general credits for the record. Ron Carter on the bass. And then this is the part that I think is also, after the Digging Culture essay that I mentioned before, this is often historically would have been a lot of work, but now with those sites that I was talking about, it's probably a little bit easier. But they want to make sure they don't miss anything, so they go a little more deeply than just a search on those sites. So they track all the samples for each one, the tracks on the record. And then after they do that, they highlight the ones that you just saw. And so they give the track lists for Minnie Riperton's record, and they do in bold the record that Tribe Called Quest borrowed from, like that. So this is really sort of valuable information, and I've had, researchers interested in hip-hop come to listen to the materials. Then on top of that, they do the credits for the 5 or 6 sampled records too, as well. So that if anybody's curious, they can follow that back as well.
Wow.
So it's a lot of work, for each package, and right now, and there's the little logo too, which is really great.